dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There might actually be pressure. You have to get in the end zone when the drive starts. First and goal. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the pitch. Nice move to pick up yardage. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways.
Going over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. Good Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. It's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Barnes. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Still on his feet. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes a connection. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. And the Utes are marching down the field. He'll do it himself. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Utes! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up. Plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll keep it himself. Lots of running room. Makes it past the marker. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Utes are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. At the 20, he's got space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Scores on the sneak.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Utah State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line. Stop. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does it.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys... Been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks.
Here they come, and it's blocked. Give him 6. Touchdown, Utes!
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Colorado State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But
and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes a catch down the right side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skilled players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll call for the fair catch here. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. He breaks a tackle. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Leaves it with the back. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The give to the back. Running into the open space. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Utah. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to Davis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here on 3rd down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, better look out. It's a seam wide open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Jamison. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Starling. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. Takes a handoff. It's Parker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Power football with the run. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.
Thank you.